Pole, the United States faces the Soviet Union on the Bering Sea, where the Aleutians stretch 1,000 miles toward Asia. Here, too, contact is made with the Russians. The United States Navy transfers ships of war to the Red Navy. And with the ships goes the knowledge of how to use them. Speeches, ceremony, full dress formality attend the transfer of the warships from one flag to the other. The stars and stripes give way to the hammer and sickle. But the rising sun also flies in these waters, and the Japanese prepare to plant it here permanently. The top of the world is a Japanese target, and she pinpoints Attu and Kiska for invasion as part of her overall strategy in the Pacific. The Aleutian Islands are to be the northern anchor of Japan's oceanic defense line. While the Imperial Japanese Navy hits tropical Midway, a mobile force splits off from the main body of the fleet and plunges into the Arctic. Alaska and Canada are threatened by invasion as enemy troops approach American soil. The Aleutians. Prophets of war have warned. One day Japan will seek to invade America through the Aleutians. The Japanese have come. June 1942. Attu occupied, without opposition. Kiska occupied, without opposition. 10 forlorn Americans are captured at the Kiska weather station. At scattered, dreary, undermanned bases, like Dutch Harbor in the eastern Aleutians, American pilots brave the world's worst flying weather to harass and reconnoiter the Japanese. Their mission is to neutralize the enemy on Attu and Kiska, cut off his supplies and make the islands worthless, until men and ships can be gathered to recapture them. Attu and Kiska in Japanese hands menace the United States, but in American hands they will threaten Japan. Both sides fear attack by way of the Aleutians. Each side seeks to block the other. May 1943, the stubborn stalemate breaks. From Cold Harbor in Alaska, an assault force of 29 warships and transports set sail for Attu. It is America's third amphibious strike of the war. North Africa succeeded. The Guadalcanal landing was a success. But now the ships grope their way through navigational hazards unmatched in all the 7 seas. Treacherous currents, uncharted rocks, continual fog, raging storms. plan calls for a landing on the island's south coast. The place? Massacre Bay. The orders: advance into Massacre Valley, where the enemy waits. Soldiers of the 7th Division, trained for desert fighting, find themselves at war in a freezing hell where an invisible enemy defends himself with suicidal courage. The Japanese, dug deep in ridges, hidden in ravines, contest every yard, every foot. The fight is slow and costly. Massacre Valley lives up to its name. 2,300 Japanese die. 600 Americans die. But Attu is American again, and the Japanese evacuate Kiska. They will never return. Victory over the northern enemy is a desolate victory. The Arctic becomes a theater of military frustration. Nothing more happens to affect the outcome of World War II. Up where the willow whips with bone-piercing chill, and the skies are eternally gray.